Federigo'S Falcon. There was once in Florence a young man named Federigo, the son of Messer Filippo Alberigi. As often happened to most gentlemen, he fell in love with a lady named Monna Giovanna. In her days, she was considered to be one of the most beautiful ladies that ever was in Florence. To win her love, Federigo participated in tournaments, organized and gave feasts, and spent his money without restraint, but Monna is a woman who cared little for these things done on her behalf, nor did she care for him who did them. As a result of Federigo's perseverance in winning her love with all of his money, he lost his wealth and became poor with nothing but his little farm and one falcon. He lived his life in Campi and endured his poverty patiently. On the other hand, Monna's husband fell ill. Her husband is very rich, and he made his son his heir as well as Monna if his son died any without legitimate issue. Then suddenly her husband died. After her husband died, Monna Giovanna and her son went to another country to spend a year on one of her possessions very close by to Federigo's farm. It happened that her son became friends with Federigo, and Federigo's falcon pleased him so much that he wished to own it, but he did not dare to ask as he sees how dear it was to Federigo. Sadly, the young boy fell ill, and Monna was very worried for him as he was her only child, and she loved him enormously. She spent the entire day by his side, asking him if there was anything he desired, and promised that she will do everything possible to get it. Then, the young boy finally said,
"Mother, if you can arrange for me to have Federigo's falcon, I think I would be well very soon."
When Monna heard this, she was taken back for a moment, thinking about what she should do as she remembered that she never even looked a glance at Federigo. "How can I send or go and ask for this falcon of his, which is, as I have heard, they tell, the best that ever flew, and beside this is his only means of support? And how can I be so insensitive as to wish to take away from this gentleman the only pleasure which is left to him?" But as she thinks about her son, she finally decided to make the young boy happy no matter what. "My son, take comfort and think only of getting well, for I promise you that the first thing I shall do tomorrow morning is to go for it and bring it back to you." The following morning, the lady, accompanied by another woman, went to Federigo's modest house and asked for him. Federigo was attending to certain tasks when he heard that Monna Giovanna was asking for him at the door. He was very surprised and happy to run there. Once Federigo had welcomed her courteously, she said, "Greetings, Federigo. I have come to compensate you for the harm you have suffered on my account by loving me more than you need to. And the compensation is this. I, along with this companion of mine, intend to dine with you a simple meal this very day." On this particular morning, he doesn't have anything to serve on the charming lady whom he dearly loved. He silently cursed his bad luck not until his gaze alighted on his precious falcon. So, without thinking twice, he wrung the bird's neck and roasted it carefully on a spit. Then he prepared the table with linen, and they ate the meal without knowing that it is the price of the falcon. When the lady thought that it is a time to broach the subject, she had gone to discuss and address him affably. Monna Giovanna tell her favor to Federigo. She seek for his falcon. to which his son has taken a powerful liking, hoping that it will help his son get better. When Federigo heard what she wanted, Federigo burst into tears before being able to utter a single word in reply.
My lady, when you did me the kindness of telling me that you wish to have breakfast with me, I considered it right and proper. My thoughts therefore turned to the falcon you have asked me for, and its quality. I reputed it a worthy dish to set before you, so I roasted and served it to you in that grandeur this morning. But now that I discovered that you wanted it in a different form, I am so distressed, for I can no longer grant your request, that I shall never forgive myself as long as I live.
After hearing what Federigo said, her hope on obtaining the falcon had vanished, and she got seriously worried for her son. After she gave thanks to Federigo for his hospitality and good intentions, she took her leave for him and returned to her child. As the lady didn't have the falcon, the child passed from this life. Her brother asked her to remarry, for she is still a young woman, but the lady preferred to remain a widow. They gave her a little peace in the end, recalling Federigo's high merits and latest generosity, namely to have killed such fine falcon in her honor. Then Sport, finding himself married to this great lady with whom he was so deeply in love and very rich into the bargain, Federigo managed his affairs more prudently and lived with her happiness to the end of his days.